Fouled off against the screen. Last World Series in Ephrata, at least for some time to come. The Borovs say 4 out of 6 years, and 3 out of 4 is enough for the time being. Into the strike zone, and the first guy that knew it was Bryce Zachary. He was already stepping out of the box, knew it had dropped into the strike zone from Alvarado. And there's one away. One out, Noah Marion next. Here's the agenda, by the way. Baseball for 7 innings. Shout-outs in the 3rd and 4th, and new Twitter followers in the 6th to kind of get you set as to our agenda for the game coverage. High and away with the pitch to Noah Marion. Nolan Cook is on deck. After the day ends, 12 games in, 8 games of pool play left, and things beginning to shape up. At this point, you can't say anybody's in or out based on their win-loss record. That's what made the game that preceded interesting. Tucson, Arizona came in 0-2. And they took on what was then an 0-1 Vancouver squad, and that was a game that Tucson had to win. If they lose it, they go to 0-3, and then you begin to lop them off the 10-team field, thinking they haven't got a chance, but they won. So they're still in the hunt. So really nobody is out of it. And where this game is concerned, nobody's out of it. Moses Lake coming in 1-1. Outside with a pitch. Blulick coming in 1-0. So if you're Blulick and you lose, you're still in it. One loss is not going to knock you out of bracket play. You win and you're 2-0. And then where Moses Lake is concerned, if you lose, you go to 1-2, but you still got a chance. Walk is issued to Noah Marion. 1-3 is going to be difficult. 2-2 to me is indeed, and James is speaking in my ear, my producer, and we're kind of hashing out these scenarios. 2-2 can get you in, or it can get you into a tiebreaker scenario, and that's where you've got to rely upon, obviously, the way you played during the course of the World Series. We will have to find out the exact tiebreaker scenario. It differs from league to league. Sometimes it's runs scored, sometimes it is runs allowed, least runs allowed. Into the strike zone, 0-2 on Cook. A walk got Marion on, an error puts Hayes aboard. They're at 1st and 2nd. High with a pitch, 1-2. The one thing that today could do, because regardless of who wins or loses this one, we still don't know who may or may not be in or out. But the one thing that we could find out, as that pitch is into the dirt, throw goes down to 3rd. Base runners will advance. Hayes at 3rd. Marion, the base runner, at 2nd. And that is Cape Cod in. Cape Cod playing in the 8 o'clock matchup with Ephrata. If they beat Ephrata, then Cape Cod is in. They would have their 3rd win of pool play, and a 3-1 record is going to get you in. It may not get you the top spot, but it will get you in. Hit towards center field, and catch made on the run by Evan McClain. Too shallow to advance runners. Your current unbeaten squads: Blulick at 1-0, Mid-County, Texas at 2-0, Cape Cod at 2-0, and Charleston, Missouri at 2-0. So those are your current unbeaten squads. And of course, your divisions, they are twofold: the American Division and the National Division. Outside of the strike zone to Robbie Shank. In the American Division, you've got Cape Cod, Surrey County, Charleston, Missouri. You've got Mount Olive, New Jersey, and Ephrata, Washington. In the National Division, you've got Blue Lick, Mid-County, Texas, Tucson, Arizona, Vancouver, Washington, and Moses Lake. Throw into third at the right time. Alvarado tosses over to his third baseman, Dominique Signorelli, while Hayes was bouncing towards the plate. And that is the second pickoff of a runner. And here's how it happened to Jacob Hayes. He's anticipating the pitch, breaks towards the plate, and he knew it. Signorelli will tag him out and put an end to the bottom part of the second. 2-zip score belongs to Moses Lake. We head to the third. 8 is the third. Sound familiar? It's when we take your shout-outs. The number will be posted on the board. We'll take them in the third and fourth here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Two-zip advantage. It belongs to Moses Lake. We head to the bottom of the order in the top of the third. The guy tossing the balls and strikes for Moses Lake will swing the stick. Vance Alvarado starting things off. Him and Tatum. Cody Alvarado 2 up in the inning, too. Well, we have made it into the third. And by this time, we are 3 games in for Moses Lake, a couple of games in for Blue Lick. You know the process. Time to take shout-outs. Innings 3 and 4. Here's what the shout-out needs to include. Obviously, a cheer on, a word of encouragement, a go get 'em to a team or a team member. Then we'd like to know where you are watching from. What part of the city, state, country, or world. And we have heard from all kinds of states. Off the top of my head, Maine, Illinois, California, Oregon, Washington, Alabama. We've also heard from Japan. So we want to know where you are watching the coverage. And there's how you can get the info to us. As a single starts off the third, Alvarado delivers for Moses Lake. 334-488-1385. 334-488-1385. It is the number atop your scoreboard. That's where you send shout-outs. That's where you become a fan who's clapping the hands, standing up and rooting for your team in the stands, except you're not doing it in the stands, but you get the picture. On the outside part of the plate to Emmett Tatum. Tatum wrapped into a 6-3 in the first. Cody Alvarado moves to the on-deck circle. Vance Alvarado, the base runner, aboard. It is bunted back up the middle, charging in from third. That is Marion, who will fire over to first, but Tatum has done as instructed, and that's sacrificed Alvarado into scoring position. That sacrifice will go 5-3 for one away, and Cody Alvarado stepping in. Dominique Signorelli coming to the plate. Let's get to some shout-outs. Go Jacob Hayes and Slate Robinson. Dan, Megan, Zach, Nick, and I are cheering you on from home. We are so proud of this Blue Lick team. Love you. Knocked down by Hayes at first. He will not be able to retrieve and get the out over at first. Going to third is Alvarado. And the other Alvarado, Cody, is aboard at first. Runners on the corners. And that will be scored as a base hit. Socked it down the line. Knocking it down was Hayes, but could not retrieve to get Cody Alvarado. And Cody Alvarado just didn't want to hang around. First long, takes off for second. Throw winds up the backstop, and Vance Alvarado will come in and score. So the wild pitch guarantees that Cody Alvarado gets to second trying to steal, but it also brings in Vance Alvarado. And Dominique Signorelli has got a base runner in scoring position in a 3-zip game. Signorelli with a fly out to third in the first. Outside of the strike zone, 2-0 to Signorelli. 2 runs played in the second, 1 run now in the third. And Moses Lake with a 3-zip lead. Signorelli with 1 away, trying to move Alvarado over. 3 pitches outside of the strike zone. Evan McLean is on deck. Shout out Noah Marion from Aunt Rhonda at home, watching in Shepherdsville, Kentucky, with Slade Stone and Uncle Timmy. Go Slade Robinson, number 17. Love Aunt Tracy and Uncle Mike from Louisville, Kentucky. Good luck to Blue Lick. Hope they get this second win, and I hope that my brother Zach Shirley does good. Hit a home run for me. There is a walk. Handed to Signorelli, and a couple of base runners are on. Alvarado at second. Signorelli now with a walk is at first. And that is the first walk issued by Zach Jones. Out of the strike zone, 1-0. Caught the inside part of the plate. Count evens at 1. Well, the shout out says, I guess the appellate court judge had Hunter Burnett benched. Hashtag no respect for 10,000th like from Dad. Well, Dad, we got a lot of respect for that 10,000th like. Henson trying to get it to Robinson. Robinson just popped out of the mid. He's got all kinds of problems trying to find the handle on the hot potato. And that will bring Alvarado in. So Alvarado will come in and score. Signorelli now in second. McLean, the base runner, at first. And Zach Jones paid a visit, as it is now a 4-zip lead. By the way, the story behind the story, Hunter Burnett was our 10,000th like on Facebook, but Ryan Henson, well, he contested, said, you know, maybe I was the 10,000. All in fun, by the way, so it was, or has been, appealed to the Facebook Court of Appeals. And we anticipate a ruling later, but Hunter Burnett got the start of the opening game. Got a feeling we're going to see Hunter Burnett before the day is done. Count even at 1 on Caleb Juarez. Put in work, Hayes and Slade. It's your boy E-Money from the Ville. Get that W. Of course, Ryan Henson, the second baseman for Blue Lick, Kentucky, and his supporters say he has a valid complaint in regards to the fact that he may have been like number 10,000. So it is a dilemma. Could we have a co-10,000th liker? Well, we could have a 9,999.5. No, that probably wouldn't satisfy. Foul out of play. 2-strike count on Juarez. Ashley watching from Louisville, Kentucky. Looking good, babe. Go Zach Jones. Let's go, baby Bryce and the Blue Lick team cheering for y'all from Beefs, Maddie and Bay in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Found out a play again. Shepherdsville, Kentucky saying, go Blue Lick. Go Bryson Blue Lick, watching from Beef O'Brady's in Hillview, Kentucky. We eat at Beef's often, and you had to bring up victuals after 10 hours. Found out a play again. Let's go Blue Lick. Nolan Cook and Bryce Zachary, so proud of you all. Grammy and Paw Paw in Louisville, Kentucky. And again, don't forget, we're there in Louisville. October, Great American Rivalries, Mel and Manuel, which I think is like some monumental year for this matchup. It's something like 100 years or 75 years that those two schools have played one another in football. It goes back to the screen, and that's got base runners advancing as Signorelli goes to third, and McLean, the base runner, at second. One ball, couple of strikes on Juarez. Seth Alvarado is on deck. Maybe Louisville Mel and DuPont Manual, the two teams that, of course, I think Kentuckians, as that one is wrapped towards third. Marion will pick up fire over to first to get the out there. Signorelli will come in and score the 5th run of the game. Meanwhile, McLean will go to third, but Juarez out on the 5-3. And I'm sure Kentuckians know about the Mel Manual game, but those who live outside of the area, a couple of high schools, Louisville and DuPont. Shout out, let's go Zach Jones, you got this. You my boy from Louisville, Kentucky. Go Blue Lick for the walls in Louisville. There's another base hit. Seth Alvarado knocking in Evan McLean. And Moses Lake makes it a 6-zip score in the third. Shout out to Hunter Burnett from your mom and dad. Come on, Blue Lick. Let's get them runs in. From Louisville, Kentucky. One of the shout outs to Cape Cod that says hopefully they can go 3-0. Got a feeling there's some Cape Cod fans catching some Moses Lake Blue Lick baseball on a Monday. Josh Williams steps in, rolls it towards short. Robinson will field. He will go over to second. Get the 5-4 put out, put it into the inning. But it is another productive one. 4 runs will plate. The lead now grows to 6. We head to the bottom of the third with Blue Lick coming to bat.
Today's Best Western is more rewarding than ever. Rewards members get our best rates every stay. And with rewards points that never expire, you get more free nights at over 4,200 hotels worldwide, gift cards, and instant rewards. Now get a $10 gift card with every night you stay. Let's go get rewarded. Book now at bestwestern.com.
Before the final touches were made, before the swing was built, before the trees were there, before the holes were dug, before any of that, a call was made so all underground lines could be marked, so the holes could be dug, the trees could be planted, the swing could be built, and the final touches made to a picture-perfect project. Dream, plan, prepare. Call 811 before you dig.
4 runs played in the top part of the inning. We head to the bottom part of the third. 9, 10, and 1 spots due up for Blue Lick. It will be Robbie Shank starting things off. Zach Jones, Logan Cook due up in the inning too. Shout outs in the 3rd and 4th. Let's get to some more. Cheering on number 2, Mama Loves You. Go Blue Lick from Louisville, Kentucky. Let's go Jake. We love you and are so proud of you. Love Megan, Zach, Leo, Mom, Dad, Nick, and Renly. Shout out to Hunter Burnett on Blue Lick from his cousin Chad in Bradenton, Florida. Shout out from WKU, Western Kentucky and Bowling Greens, Kentucky, to Blue Lick's first base coach. Keep working hard, babe. Bring home another W. Love, Hannah. Greg says go Dogs. Out of the strike zone to Shank to begin the bottom of the third. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, cheering my cousin Zach Shirley on Blue Lick. Goes Zach. There is a 5-3 put out. Shakeout number 1 in the bottom of the third. Zach Jones coming to the plate. Shout out says, Drake says, go Dogs. Blue Lick, Ohio Valley from Louisville, Kentucky. Go team, go number 19. Hashtag Hunter Burnett, love from Aunt Lori and Uncle Les in Palmetto, Florida. Shout out to those Cougars playing in the Babe Ruth World Series. Logan, Robbie, and Kevin. Go Blue Lick. Love your favorite scorekeeper watching in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Swing and a miss. Count even at 1 on Zach Jones. Get that MVP out on the field. Hashtag Hunter Burnett from Big Bub. Shout out to Riley and Kendall and Devin and Dane. More folks watching for the Beef O'Brady's in Hillview, Kentucky, as it is fouled out of play. Let's go, boys. We are cheering you on. You guys rock. Hey, maybe they've got it on the big screen there at the Beef O'Brady's. Got an idea. Take a photo. Share it with Jock Jive. It is popped high into the air by Zach Jones, but not enough carry on it. Dalton Kittner able to get there for out number 2. Yeah, you got a unique setting in which the game is being watched. Beef O'Brady's on the porch, at the campsite, on the lake, at the bowling alley, in the car. Let's send it on. Share it with us. Go to Facebook and share it with Jock Jive Sports. Mid-County, Texas did it earlier in the World Series. Had a couple of rooms in the house watching the game. Easy process. Photo on the phone, send it on the phone. And share it with Jock Jive Sports. And by the way, thanks for watching there at Beef O'Brady's. Let's hit Blue Lick from the walls in Louisville, Kentucky. Swing and a miss, 1-2 on Logan Cook. Cook hit by a pitch in the first. Batting here in the third with a 1-2 count. Let's go Z-Baby. We're cheering you on from Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to Hunter Burnett from his mom's friend, Catherine Hogan. Go Blue Lick. Represent Louisville. Into the strike zone. Out goes Cook. 1-2-3. Goes Blue Lick in the bottom of the third. It's a 6-zip Moses Lake lead. We go to the top of the fourth. Dax Lindgren, Dalton Kittner, Vance Alvarado, all coming to the plate for Moses Lake.
Ephrata is strategically located in the center of Washington State. The Port of Ephrata can meet your intermodal transportation and supply chain needs via road, rail, or air. Our most recently available property are 2 buildings that combine for 100,000 square feet of high bay heavy manufacturing space with multiple bridge cranes installed. When the workday is over, take advantage of the plentiful recreation opportunities in the area. Bring your business back to center in Ephrata, a center for commerce, a center for opportunity, and a centered life.
For more than 50 years, Tomer Construction has been helping build the Pacific Northwest. We've led successful projects throughout the area involving portable rock crushing, road construction, land clearing, land leveling, bridge construction, and structural concrete. We also offer fill material, sand, and gravel for your everyday landscape needs. For a free quote, call today, 509-787-3312. Tomer Construction. We're ready to serve you.
We enter the top of the fourth, near the bottom of the order. The 8, 9, and 1 spots 2 up. Dax Lindgren, Dalton Kittner, Vance Alvarado. We are into the fourth, and you know the shout-out thing we do in the fourth only. 334-488-1385. Let's go Jacob Hayes, Slate Robinson, and the rest of the Blue Lick baseball team. We love you and are so proud of you. Love Megan, Zach, Leo, Mom, Dad, Nick, and Rinley from Louisville, Kentucky. Go Blue Lick, go Hunter Burnett, number 19. Love from Aunt Lori and Uncle Les in Palmetto, Florida. A huge thank you to the host families that are supporting and taking care of our boys. Let's go Blue Lick, the Cook family from Louisville, Kentucky. Let's go Slade and Jacob Hayes, Watson family cheering you on. Now out of play, nothing in 2 on Dax Lindgren. here in the top part of the 4th. Good luck, Noah Marion. We are so proud of you. Love Mom, Kayla, and Dice watching from Louisville, Kentucky. Shout out to Blue Lick from Mid-County. Can't wait to play y'all tomorrow. Swing and a miss, and out goes Lindgren. 1 away in the 4th. Dalton Kittner coming to the plate. Dalton Kittner with a fly out to right field. And he's headed that direction again, backing onto the grass. Ryan Hinson, but goes a little further than Hinson and winds up with the men of Nolan Cook for out number 2. 2 gone for Vance Alvarado. Moses Lake with a 6-zip lead. Couple of runs in the 2nd, plating 4 runs in the 3rd. That will be fouled off by Vance Alvarado. Alvarado with a single and a run scored in the 3rd. Emmett Tatum moving to the on-deck circle. Shout out says, "You got this, Blue Lick. Never give up," from Sydney and Melissa Walls in Louisville, Kentucky. Go slate number 17. Love you, Robinson, Crenshaw family back in Louisville, Kentucky. Hey, our producer's a Crenshaw. I wonder if they're kin Crenshaws. Good luck, Zach Shirley. Bring home the gold from Louisville, Kentucky. 1 ball, couple of strikes on Alvarado. When you get to the bottom of the 4th, it is the 2, 3, and 4 spots due up for Blue Lick. Go Blue Lick. Love to Hunter Burnett from your future sister. Well, that does it for the top part of the 4th. It goes 1, 2, 3. First 1, 2, 3 inning for the defense of Blue Lick since the 1st. Still 6-zip would go to the bottom of the 4th. McKnight, Robinson, and Hinson when we return.
Sure, Trustology is about sharing our financial expertise and helping our clients succeed. But it's also about helping local families enjoy a more festive holiday season, making sure parents have the supplies they need, and giving local charities everything they can grab in 90 seconds. It's employees who have a passion for serving their neighbors and the communities they live in. When you see Washington Trust's crew in blue doing their thing, that's Trustology in action. See more at Trustology.
A look inside the dugout of Moses Lake. It's a fairly happy dugout currently. Got a 6-run advantage over the Blue Lick squad. Of course, the Kentucky team hoping to change that here in the bottom part of the 4th. Kevin McKnight, Slayton Robinson, as well as Ryan Hinson, all 2 up. More shout-outs. Come on, Coach Brian Shirley. Adding a World Series ring would look good on that Little League coaching resume. Good luck, Hunter Burnett from the Bowles family in Shepherdsville, Kentucky. Shout out to Hunter Burnett. Your granny is watching. You guys rock. Good luck to my brother, Zach Shirley, from your #1 favorite brother, Brandon. We may start a family feud here in a moment. Shout out to the host families that's taking good care of our son, Zach Jones. Good luck, Blue Lick. Bottom of the 4th, Slayton Robinson on deck. Kevin McKnight will step in to face Vance Alvarado to begin the inning. And don't forget about Facebook as well. You like us? We thank you. 10,075 likes now. And don't forget too, wherever you may be, take a photo of that big watch party and share it with us. One hop right back to Alvarado. He will go over to first and get McKnight. One away, Slayton Robinson coming to the plate. And shout outs, you got to squeeze them in quickly as we wrap it up at the end of the fourth. Shout out to Slade and Jacob from the Horning family in Louisville, Kentucky. Get the win. Good luck to my brother Zach Shirley, again from your #1 favorite brother Brandon. I guess that's for emphasis sake. Blulick, give me brace runners with line drive hits. Every at-bat counts from Coach McKnight. Shout out to all my bros from the River Dogs. Get that W, Edgar Ortiz, Moses Lake. Yeah, we knew there were some Moses Lake texters out there. 2-1 the count on Slayton Robinson. Robinson with a fly out to right field in the first. Batting here in the fourth, Ryan Hinson has moved to the on-deck circle. We wrap up the shout-outs after 4. Foul back to even the count at 2. When you get to the 5th inning for Moses Lake, it is right back to the top of the order. Emmett Tatum, Cody Alvarado, Dominic Signorelli. All slated to come to the plate. Ground to short. Alvarado. It is there in time at first, and out goes Robinson on the 6-3. 2 down for Ryan Hinson. Jacob Hayes to the on-deck circle. Ryan Hinson with a strikeout in the first. He is 0 for 1 in the contest. Out of the strike zone for ball 1. Blulick, 1 base hit. It came in the first inning. It came after Logan Cook got hit by a pitch, and there were a couple of base runners on with nobody gone. And I don't know that you have a momentum change that early, but it seemingly, you know, it felt like in the first, Blulick has put some runs on the board. But Kevin McKnight got picked off at first. That was after the flyout by Robinson. And it did indeed seem to take a little wind out of the sail of Blulick. And then this guy strikes out, and that put it into the first, and it's been relatively quiet from Blulick since. But you go back to game 1 of pool play, this is a team that scored 12 runs. That is more than any other team has in a single game of the World Series, so they are capable. And Ryan Hinson trying to get it started with a 2-out single. Thought about trying to go to second, thinks better of it, goes back to the bag, and he's safely there. 1 aboard, 2 gone for Jacob Hayes. To Dalton Kittner from one of your biggest fans, Christian Morris, a shout out. Jacob Hayes reached on an error, got picked off at third. Lifts this one towards center field. Over to his left goes McLean, and he will make the catch on the run. 1 base runner left on. A 2-out base hit from Ryan Hinson, but the 4th comes to an end, and it's scoreless for Kentucky. The Washington team coming to bat in the top of the 5th. Tatum, Alvarado, and Signorelli. You are watching the Babe Ruth World Series, and it's on Jock Jive.
On the Train test range, you learn what makes our heating and cooling systems so reliable. If there's a breaking point, we'll find it. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Jock Jive Sports 24/7. If you want it, you got it. You got a sports problem, you're a junkie that's got to have that fix. Whether we've got it, whether it's live or archived, you can go back and watch the game at the same spot you caught the live coverage, or, well, obviously there's a lot of live stuff as well. 500+ games over the course of the summer, and it's not just baseball. There's softball, there's football, soccer, volleyball, and more. Almost year-round. There are just a few little windows in which there are no sports. And, of course, there's the archive sports when you got those windows open. But most of the time, you can find live stuff, too, right here on JockJive.com. So check us out and do it frequently. By the way, if you're interested in coverage that's similar, we do this kind of stuff all over the country. Literally all over the country. Here in Washington one day, Fort Myers, Florida the next, up to New York City, New York, or Los Angeles, California, and all points in between. Email us, info@jockjive.com. Info@jockjive.com. Say, hey, can you guys come do some of this stuff for us? And chances are we can and will. And of course, a year from now, World Series heads to Jamestown, New York. Yeah, we know how to get to New York. As a matter of fact, we're going to be up in New York in, I think it is October. Georgia Military College playing Army Prep junior college football. 1-0 the count on Cody Alvarado. Thanks so much for all the shout-outs, by the way. Here's one from the Hyde Camps in Chicago. Another says, go Henry Slate. And another saying, go Hunter Burnett from Louisville. All right, that will wrap up our shout-outs. We've got some other stuff to do in the 6th that we'll need your assistance on. And a hint is that it involves Twitter. Speaking of Twitter, hashtag Babe Ruth WS. You see it there on your scoreboard. Put that into the search engine on Twitter or Facebook. Pulls up all the big plays from previous days, from today, and from this game. Already got a couple of plays from this game right here on Twitter and Facebook, and that gets you to them. And don't forget to share those selfies with us on Facebook and Twitter. The big watch party going on. Would like to know about it. 0-2 on Cody Alvarado. Toss comes in low, and the runner takes off for second. Tatum with a stolen base. And of course, if you are watching the game at Beef O'Brady's, we'd love to have a selfie of the watch party, but we're so hungry we would right now just take a picture of the food that's served at Beef O'Brady's. Swing and a miss, and out goes Alvarado. I typically get, you know, of course, a burger of some sort, but I like the fish tacos. I know that's odd for a Beef O'Brady's to get fish tacos, but that's what I'll delve into because, you know, I do have to eat healthfully. Occasionally. One away, one aboard. Alvarado, a strikeout victim. Dominique Signorelli, who popped out to third and walked in the third, also scored a run in the third, batting here in the 5th with Emmett Tatum, the base runner, at second. Well, it is a 6-run lead that belongs to Moses Lake. Not an insurmountable lead, but if you are the Blue Lake Kentucky squad, you really don't want to wait until the 6th and 7th innings to try to chip away at the lead. This is a Blue Lake squad that really needs to start putting runs on the board and beginning with the bottom of the 5th. Pitch into the dirt, gets away from Shank, and that will get Tatum to third. We have not had a game in because of the mercy rule, but it is implemented after 10 runs and after the 4th. So that's another concern for Blue Lake. You can't let a whole lot more runs come in and score. One base runner on, one gone for Dominique Signorelli. Evan McClain is on deck. Into the dirt, bounces off the headgear of Shank in front of him. And staying at third is Emmett Tatum. So put aboard is Signorelli. Compliments of the walk. Runners at first and third. Evan McLean will step in. Zach Jones giving up a total of 6 base hits. There have been some defensive breakdowns that have resulted in runners advancing. A couple of errors have been committed. Throw to first and back safely goes Signorelli. Evan McLean singled and scored a run in the second, reached on an error, scored a run in the third as well. Foul out of play, nothing in one on McLean. Caleb Juarez moving to the on-deck circle. Zachary, Marion, and Cook. The 6, 7, and 8 spots due up when you get to the blue lick bottom of the 5th. High fly ball towards center field. Logan Cook calling everybody else off. Tagging will be Tatum. And he's off towards home plate. Strong throw in, but again in is Tatum. To second, able to slide in underneath the would-be tag of Robinson is Signorelli. So McLean will pick up the RBI with a sac fly to center field that brings in Tatum. And with the throw home, a strong one, by the way, from Cook. Signorelli will take second. Obviously not close at home plate, but certainly closer at second. And I'm not sure that he didn't get him. Really difficult to say from that range, from that distance, but boy, when he came down, looked like he might have gotten part of the upper chest of the headgear before the feet got onto the bag, but it was bang bang, and right there to make the call, it was Brian Strege, and we had an opportunity to work with these guys a year ago, and they do an excellent job. Caleb Juarez with Signorelli, the base runner, at second. Now a 7-0 contest. Caleb Juarez 1 for 2. He has scored a run. Seth Alvarado has moved to the on-deck circle. Hit right up the middle. Let's see if that will plate a run. Signorelli making the turn, comes home, throw to the plate. It's not there with the throw home. Caleb Juarez winds up at second. It is now an 8-zip lead. And that fear of a mercy rule looms a little larger for Blue Lick as the lead has grown to 8. Now, obviously, you still got to have the home half of the inning if they hit the 10 mark here in the 5th. But a little additional pressure applied to Blue Lick, Kentucky, is they want to get back into the game. They want to chip away at the lead of the 5th, but now you're starting to get into a situation where you might have to plate runs just to give yourself an opportunity to have a few more outs to stay in the game. Seth Alvarado, couple of singles, both drove in runs. 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Out of the strike zone and the count even at 1. High pitch, 2-1. Josh Williams on deck. Alvarado with a single in the second, a single in the third. Jones pitch out of the strike zone, 3-1. Still one more game to go. Big game coming up. Cape Cod taking on Ephrata. Cape Cod unbeaten, trying to go 3-0. Ephrata needs the win. There's a base hit into left field. Juarez puts on the brakes at third, over at first. That is Seth Alvarado, and Now a couple of base runners on. That is the 8th hit of the game for Moses Lake. Two gone. You have the strikeout of Cody Alvarado. You had the fly out on the sac fly by McLean. 2 runs have plated. Tatum and Signorelli have come in. 2 runners are on. Juarez is at third. Seth Alvarado at first. And Alvarado will run to second. Meanwhile, coming in from third and tagged out. Well, the move Alvarado to second was for the purpose of baiting the throw so that Juarez could come in from third, but Blue Lick didn't bite. Able to throw him out at home plate and put it in to the top part of the 5th, but not before 2 more Moses Lake runs plate. It's an 8-zip lead as we head to the bottom of the 5th. The 2017 Babe Ruth World Series.
Your eyes are a window to your health, and now introducing the latest in technology for diagnosing eye disease. Ephrata Eye Care has been serving the Columbia Basin for 20 years with a friendly professional staff that help you select eyewear that is right for you. Big and wide is the way to describe the selection of leading brands of eyewear. No more dilation with the new OptoMap ultra-wide field imaging. Ephrata Eye Care. Call today for your next appointment, 754-2020. Where does everyone go after the game? Where does everybody go before the game? Where does everybody go to watch the game? 12 Hawks, right in the middle of downtown Ephrata. Big screens everywhere, great food, great selection of your favorite spirits. It's where the friends meet. I'm not going to begin to describe all the items on the menu. You'll have to stop by and see for yourself. 12 Hawks, 140 West Division in downtown Ephrata.
Night beginning to fall here on Ephrata, Washington. 6:28 in the evening here. I say beginning to fall. The sun will actually set around 8:30. 8-8-1, 0-2-2. 3 left aboard for Moses Lake. 3 have been left on for Blue Lick. As we head into the bottom of the 5th, Bryce Zachary starting things off for Blue Lick. Noah Marion, Nolan Cook due up in the inning too. One team has a loss in pool play, and that's the team with the lead, the 8-zip lead. This Moses Lake squad lost to Mid-County, Texas by a final of 4-2 in the 3rd game of the pool play. That opening game of competition was a Blue Lick victory over Tucson, Arizona, 12-4. So with those 12 runs, and you consider nobody else has scored in double digits. So you know they can put the runs together to win games. It's just haven't been able to do it thus far in this one. But Blue Lick's got the 5th inning to start chipping away at the advantage. Let's see what Bryce Zachary does. An appeal down to first to see if he win. He did not. Noah Marion will follow. Nolan Cook slated to appear in the inning as well. And reminder that if you get here to the park, there is a vendor where the t-shirts are available that is selling DVD copies of the game. There's a strikeout of Zachary, 1 away. $10 each. You can have a keepsake, watch the baseball for years to come. And while you're here, you might want to check out the big tent. The tent that's housing the 75-inch television and the AC, the couch. Real comfortable way to watch the game. No one pitch to Noah Marion. Marion with a walk in the 2nd. Just a couple of Blue Lick base hits. One came in the 1st from Kevin McKnight. The other from Ryan Hinson in the 4th. Two and one on Marion. 6th inning for Moses Lake. We'll start with the 7 spot. Josh Williams will lead it off. And the count evens up at 2 each. Moses Lake, the Washington North State champs. Blue Lick, Kentucky, the Ohio Valley champions. Count even 2 each. Into right field, that'll be a base hit. Third base hit of the ball game, 1 out, singles got Merriam on. And Blue Lick with a base runner here in the 5th. In Major League Baseball, it is not a particularly heavy schedule of games. But here's what you got going on. Marlins and Nationals tied at 2 at the end of 7. Pirates with a 3-zip lead over the Tigers, bottom of the 8th. Reds in the bottom of the 7th, on top of the Padres 5-2. Brewers beating the Twins 4-3 in the top of the 5th. Cardinals with a 7-2 advantage over the Royals. That's at the end of 4, and then you've got 2 more games. Throw over to first, back safely is Marion. Giants and Cubs, Angels and Orioles later on tonight. Poked in the direction of center field, but right at Evan McClain. And Nolan Cook is out, number 2. 2 gone for Robbie Shank. Noah Marion on over at first. The 1-out single. He is still there at first. A few more shout-outs have been coming in. This one to Blue Lick. Go Hunter Burnett from Louisville, Kentucky. Go Henry Slate. Also, thanks for streaming. Love that we can watch. Thanks to the host families. Go Blue Lick. Hashtag Hunter Burnett. From the Florida Ant, thank you very much. Go Blue Lick and Hunter Burnett. And we're so proud of you. Cheering for Zach Jones and the Louisville Blue Lick. From Titus, Tina, Joshua, and Sarah from Okemos, Michigan. Good to hear from Michigan. Might be our first time hearing from Michigan in the World Series. Alvarado able to keep it in front of him, and that means that Merriam's got to stay put over at first. 2 gone, 1 aboard, bottom of the 5th. Of course, in the 6th inning, we invite you to follow us on Twitter, and when you do it in the 6th, we show you a little love by sending out your Twitter handle. On the outside part of the plate, Shank caught looking. 4 go up, 3 go down, 1 single, but 1 stays on. Still an 8-zip contest as we head to the 6th. Your Twitter following, we recognize it in the 6th, and also the at-bat of Williams, Lindgren, and Kittner.
Golfers, challenge yourself this season at Gamble Sands in Brewster, Washington, just 33 miles from Lake Chelan. Hi, Kevin Calabro here. You know, every Gamble Sands round is a fabulous bucket list experience. Gamble Sands was designed by David McClay Kidd, author of The Bandon Dunes. Go to gamblesands.com and take a look at this place. You'll see why Golf Digest and Golf Magazine recognize Gamble Sands as the best new course of 2014. Certainly is mine. Make your tee times now at gamblesands.com.
Well, Blue Lick fans have asked for it, and you get it. Hunter Burnett is now behind the plate, checking in here in the top of the 6th. A number of defensive changes. Slayton Robinson is now on the hill. Jacob Hayes is now at 3rd. Zach Jones is now at 1st. So let me get all these changes as well in my book, and as soon as I can pick up some numbers at short, I'll tell you who is there as well. Henson is still playing second. And there he turned his back to me so I can let you know that now at short is the former third baseman, Noah Marion. So there are all your changes, and they're all on the infield. The only guy that stays where he was Ryan Hinson. And everything else on the infield has changed. Zach Jones to first. Of course, Hinson stays at second. Marion now at shortstop, now at third. You have got the gentleman who was at first. That was Jacob Hayes. And now behind the plate, Hunter Burnett. So Slayton Robinson on the hill after Zach Jones works a total of 5 innings. In those 5 innings, he will face a total of 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Into right field, Slayton Robinson, his first pitch pounced on by Josh Williams. And that is hit number 9 for Moses Lake with a base runner aboard here in the 6th. Zach Jones giving up a total of 8 base hits and allows 8 runs. And Moses Lake now beginning to tighten the screws on Blue Lick as they've got a base runner aboard with an 8-run lead, needing to extend the lead to 10 to put Blue Lick into a must-score scenario in the bottom of the 6th. Though, let's face it, they are somewhat in a must-score scenario regardless. Dax Lindgren with a base runner on. Count goes 0-2. Well, we are into the 6th, and you know what we do in the 6th, right? We encourage you to follow us on Twitter. And if you do follow us on Twitter in the 6th inning, here's what we do to say thanks. Read your Twitter handle. Into right field, back-to-back shots into right field. And that will put, let's see if there are runners on the corners. There are, with a throw going to third, designed to get Williams. Lindgren will wind up at second. And now the 2 guys that you didn't want to get on and that you did not want to come in and score are on. And Dalton Kittner will try to get them to score. Vance Alvarado is on deck. So Lindgren follows Williams with a single. And Lindgren follows Williams, getting a little closer to the house, as Williams is at third, and the base runner now at second is Lindgren. This is a Moses Lake squad that began to light it up yesterday and lighting it up again today. Isaac Baker coming in to pinch hit for Kittner. So Isaac Baker getting an at-bat here in the top part of the 6th with a couple of base runners on in an 8-zip contest. Takes the first pitch, lifts it towards shallow right field. It is dropped while on the run from right by Cook. And a comedy of errors that Blue Lick doesn't find funny has turned into a couple of runs scoring. 2 errors will be charged, 4 now in the contest for Blue Lick. Williams and Lindgren will score. Baker will wind up at second. So an error in right with the drop, an error with the throw. Williams and Lindgren makes it a 10-zip score. Baker is stationed at second. And Cameron Corello will pinch hit for Vance Alvarado. And Moses Lake is now indeed tightened the screws on Blue Lick. They've got to plate runs in the bottom of the 6th. Time asked for before the Slayton Robinson delivery. Outside of the strike zone to Corello. All right, Twitter followers, follow us here in the 6th. Put @JockJive in the search engine on Twitter. If you follow us in the 6th inning, we show you a little love by reading out the Twitter handle. Again, that is @JockJive. Do it in the 6th inning. And let's send you out a little love. @Henson4Jackie. Now following us on Twitter, @Henson4Jackie. Hit to short. Marion rockets it over to first. Baker will go to third. Corella is out number 1 on the 6-3 putout. @Stacy Moore. Thanks so much for following us on Twitter. @Stacy Moore. @Ian Storm 94. @Ian Storm 94. We appreciate the following. @Mellotron_44. @Mellotron_44. Thank you very much for following us on Twitter. Do it in the 6th. And we, of course, acknowledge the fact. Emmett Tatum batting with Baker over at third. Tatum has grounded into a 6-3, laid down a sacrifice and walked. He scored a run, stolen a base as well. @Calvin Horning. @Calvin Horning. CALVINHORNUNG. Trotting over to first to get the out. That is Zach Jones. Staying put at third, Baker. Tatum will go down on the unassisted putout. And there's 2 away for Cody Alvarado. Again in the 6th. Follow us. We appreciate it and we acknowledge it. On Twitter, @JockJive. @JockJive. Cody Alvarado wrapped into the 4-3. He singled, he struck out, he's 1 for 3. Pops this one up to Henson at second. He will make the catch and get the out for out number 3, but a couple of runs played, and now Blue League's got to score runs in the bottom of the 6th, or there will be no 7th. 10-zip Moses Lake. You're watching the 2017 Babe Ruth World Series on JockJive.
Since 1969, DK's Drive-In has been Ephrata's favorite spot for burgers, fries, sweet treats, and everything else in between. We are proud to continue the DK's tradition of serving our community with delicious food made to order. Come on in or swing through the drive-thru and see why DK's has been a staple of Ephrata for generations. DK's Drive-In at 805 Basin Street Northwest in Ephrata.
Lakeview Golf and Country Club. They're looking for new members, and now's the time to join. There's no initiation fee, and it's $175 a month. A great course, great people, and a professional that has instruction available. His name? Matt Campbell. Along with a good junior program, driving range and restaurant are available to the public. Come and try the good food with Amy Galloway and her staff, open from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily. Great course, great people at the Lakeview Golf and
Bottom of the 6th, bottom of the order, Zach Jones to start things off. It is a Blue League squad that no longer can say, well, we sure would like to score runs in the inning. They've got to score runs in the bottom of the 6th, or we don't go to the 7th. And the mercy rule for the first time in the World Series would be implemented. Through the 6th, new Twitter followers, we honor you like @Wildcat336. @Wildcat336. Thanks so much for following us. Into the strike zone. Count evens up 1 apiece. @Mahan20. @Mahan20. We appreciate you following us. Swing and a miss by Jones. Zach Jones, Logan Cook, Kevin McKnight, 2 up in the inning. There is a swing and a miss, and Jones is out number 1. Back to the top of the order with Logan Cook coming to the plate. Game got started about 22 minutes after 5 o'clock. A little late because of the length of the preceding game. Yet it may become the shortest game, so you may have the longest game of the World Series, followed by the shortest game of the World Series. As we are still not quite 90 minutes into this one. Out of the strike zone to Logan Cook. One away, nobody aboard, bottom of the 6th. Logan Cook trying to get aboard. Vance Alvarado, who has only thrown 79 pitches. Trying to wrap it up, high with the toss. Of course, he's thrown more than 76 pitches, and according to Babe Ruth baseball rules, here's the rest period. If you throw less than 45 pitches, you don't have to rest. If you throw between 46 and 75, you've got to take a day off. If it's 76 or better, got to take a couple of days off. Count runs full on Cook. Here's the payoff. Swing and a miss. Cook out number 2. That is strikeout number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for Alvarado. Another follower on Twitter, at FrameLineWillie. At FrameLineWillie. Hit towards center field. A 2-out single has got Kevin McKnight aboard. That is the 4th base hit for Blulick, and 2 belong to Kevin McKnight. So can Blulick pull off the improbable? Well, keep in mind, they don't have to get all the runs back here in the 6th. They've just got to get a run on the board in the 6th to send it to the 7th. And there's another base hit. It travels into the corner. That is extra bases. On his way to 3rd is McKnight. He will put on the brakes there. It is a Slate Robinson double that has given Blulick the possibility of getting to the 7th. So a single by McKnight, a double by Robinson. And now you're looking at a Blulick squad that might be able to buy themselves 3 more outs. And let's see if Alvarado will go or stay. Coach out to talk to his pitcher. He's thrown 84 tosses. The last 2 at-bats turning into base runners. And one of those base runners just did something that I don't know that I've ever seen in a timeout. A cartwheel. Slate Robinson just came over and did a cartwheel while handing some paraphernalia, something that he wanted to get, I guess, off the wrist or maybe the gloves. Whatever works for you. I guess, you know, if it's intense, that works for some guys. Others, it's just kind of a carefree approach. Ground and foul, and the count evens at 1. Some more followers on Twitter. At Nathan, 3371 6412. At Nathan, 337 164 12. Thank you very much for following us. At Blacketer Chad. At Blacketer Chad, thank you very much for following us. 946 now. Our followers on Twitter. Here is the 1-1 pitch to Ryan Henson. Henson is struck out in single. Pops this one up. At short. Alvarado the catch, and the game ends. First game to end early. We have had no games wrap up a little bit early. Compliments of the run rule until now. as it is a 10-run victory for Moses Lake. And the Blue Lick, their first loss in pool play. They are now 1-1. Moses Lake, boy, they're looking a little better at grabbing a spot in bracket play as they now improve to 2-1 in pool play. Thanks so much for watching our coverage. Don't forget, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter. Thanks for all the shout-outs. Hey, you at Beef O'Brady's in Kentucky, we appreciate you watching, and all over the country. Thanks for watching our coverage. I-Fiber has been providing the camera ops. James Crenshaw has been your producer. I'm Robert Williamson. Thanks for watching JockJive.com.
This time you will be up to Kansas for the Ron Carlson Player of the Game Award, named after the late CEO and president of Major League Baseball. His commitment to the nation's future and surpassed his primary checklist that every child has the opportunity to play this great game. For Blue Lick in this contest, the Ron Carlson Player of the Game, number 15, Kevin McKnight. And for Moses Lake for this contest, the Ron Carlson Player of the Game, winning pitcher, Ben Okay, here we go. We'll take a look at the big blue scoreboard right now. Blue Lick Kentucky, your next game is tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. You will take on Mid-County Texas right here in the stadium. 11 a.m. Blue Lick in Mid-County. Moses Lake, you're going to move to prime time tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. You will have Vancouver prime time in that prime time spot at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. Folks, for those of you who may or may not remember, a year ago, the 15-year-old Pacific Northwest regional championship game was between the formula-based Curve 15-year-old team. Most of which is right out there right now, just beyond third base, and primetime baseball Vancouver. This is the rematch. Primetime River Dogs tomorrow at 8 o'clock, right here at Jonathan O'Brien Stadium. Okay, folks, we got an hour and 7 minutes now because we're going to be heading around there to the 8 o'clock game. Which is going to be a dandy. Columbia-based River Dogs against Team Cape Cod, Massachusetts, the New England League champions against the host. These are two teams that are very similar to each other. Two coaches that are good friends. This is going to be a dandy. Cape Cod, Columbia-based now 30 o'clock. But if you have heard it, your Cracker Jack Couple rifle tickets don't leave the ballpark. We're going to have that around 36 to 37, about 40 minutes or so. Within the hour, we'll be sending those Cracker Jack boxes out onto the infield. Your 10 winners are going to get a chance to go out there and start digging through and looking for money, looking for dinners, looking for national turkeys for a 3/4 to 10 diamond.